Hello, welcome back, Transformer TCG fans. It's Grillenheimer, and if I stay about right here, you might be able to see the window and the Transformers on the window seal in reflection. Funny. Um, anyway, let's get to it. Now, these are just a handful of cards. I'm not going to say revealing. I guess in a way it is kind of a reveal, but since there's the hummingbirds are always coming. But since everything can be kind of in flux or corrections, typos, adjustments, changes, nothing is really a true reveal. Nothing may truly be final, which I hate to say that. I'm not the ARC because they have a team. And while we all are waiting eagerly for Wave 2, and I still haven't gotten a whole lot of their stuff printed. I mean, I'll slowly get a character printed here or there, battle card maybe, robust I think is one that I have, and a few others. And I'm trying to get some of my stuff printed so I can test them out, etc., etc. And yes, I sent that silly little video this morning. It was a little over a minute long. Wow, shortest video ever. And I am getting everything in Excel. And this was it just really needed to be done. Too long coming. Since I've now been trying to add cards to the game for over a year now. And then at the same time, you're probably like, dude, why are you hammering us in the head with your Spetabots? Well, for one, the idea of the creation of the Spetabots goes back to when I was in high school. And they were the first characters I actually tried creating and adding to the game before the game was canceled. And so the Spetabots, the Telecons, and the Demicons all have a special kind of place for me, and I just want to share them. I'm not trying to go, hey, look what I got. I just want to share what I've created. And that's really this is all this is about. There's no gravitas. There's no being overly pride or envy or boastful or anything about this whatsoever. It's just, hey, I've got ideas. Here they are. Try them out. And sometimes when I've put stuff out on Facebook, people will say, maybe you need to add this. Ooh, you want roller to be deployed? Well, when roller is deployed, maybe you need to add this. And whether I like it or not, sometimes I will add exactly what they said. So I've, been able to, once I got used to the custom page board, and I got to invite somebody this week as well, someone new. So even though the game is canceled, some people are leaving, some people are coming into this all brand new. So it's just really cool how organic this really all is, and that's why I'm not as organized as I should be, and I'm trying to get this organized mess a little better, thus the Excel spreadsheet, something I should have been doing long before. And the idea came into my head when I originally made the first 7 metric cards. There's now like 12 or 13. We'll go over the last one today. Quite literally. Anyway, let's look at I just have a handful of cards. I tried video recording this before. I went 25 minutes long, 25, 27, so I don't want to go that far. So we're going to look at these. We're just going to go in alphabetical order, I guess. And I have 2 little sets here. One is the metric card, and it's in its own file. So without further ado, I am dumping these. I've got too much crap on my phone, and I'm really trying to delete images off my phone. So let's start with Energon Stasis Web. I got a lot of pictures from the episode of Beast Wars, A Better Mousetrap. That's what this is from. Energon Stasis Web is not too dissimilar from Dampening Field, but Dampening Field, with the fire cons on it, affects both players. Stasis Web is a black pip secret action card for Dinobots only. Dinobot traits. So it's going to affect your Dinobots and anything with the Dinobot trait in my Beast Wars set, or anyone else that makes as well, or even Clobber. So you got Clobber as a head of somebody. He comes out. You have this in your hand. You probably will have this just for Clobber, just to be able to prevent the attack. Because this is when it's revealed, when one of your characters defends. It doesn't even have to be a Dinobot. Only the Dinobots are going to get... are only going to get the pierce on the flip. So when one of your characters defends, this is going to help anybody. When your opponent can only flip a max of 3 cards for attack. So instead of just stopping both players only flipping 2 or 4 max, I forgot. It's been a while since I've seen that card. You're going to be able to get all the tough that you have that's owed to you. In the meantime, your attacker can only flip 3. So if they get a white and try to flip 2, they can only flip 3. If they have bold 2, bold 3, and hit that supercharge, they can only flip 3 for a max. They can get their 2 and 1 more. That's it. So there's that. That's Energon Stasis Web. Really neat picture, and you'll notice with all the Beast War images, I've had to brighten them because they were very dark. Not a dark show, but in some ways it kind of was. When I screen capture the pictures, they come out very dark. I have to brighten them up, and I increase the saturation and increase the hue to give it a little more color. So these are looking a little better than the show. The next one is Maximum Burn. If I can get a better shot of Primal going off, I thought I had a better picture of him than this. I took this one recently, but I'll see. The image may change. Again, the future is in flux. It is always, isn't it? I'm not good at Yoda. Anyway, Maximum Burn is a white and orange pip hybrid. My second one. I normally don't like hybrid pips, but I'm slowly incorporating some in here. It's an upgrade utility with +1 to defense. Yeah, seems pretty... Really? That's it? No. Originally I was going to have this to be to go on characters that have the Beast and Plane traits only. And I thought, well, that's a little too specific. Let's broaden this. So it's Beast traits and Plane traits. So it can be either. I mean, I have put on Beasts and Plane traits only. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I don't have and or. It doesn't have to be both. It doesn't have to be both. It can be either one. So I'm trying to stick with the verbiage, and that seems right, but it can be either one. I'm getting a call. Oh well, maybe not. So with Maximum Burn, we had the superior cards with Tech Research. Well, in hindsight, with doing the Cyberverse utility action cards that where the action can be, or the extra trigger is done by playing an action card for turn. In hindsight, maybe I should have incorporated Tech Research with those cards. So you could have these cards in your Tech Research, or the stratagem that I think ATP or ARC or somebody made, where they have a stratagem where that introduces, you can play the superior cards whenever you want to, I think. It's been a while since somebody put that out on Facebook. Maybe it was the ARC or the official Transformer TCG page. I can't remember. We have too many pages. Picture pages. Bill Cosby. Anyway, so when a Tech Research is played for turn, the upgraded character gets Pierce 4. You don't need tech research to have this put on a character. You only have to use the tech research to get the ability off the card. So this can stay on the character. It doesn't get scrapped. So it can always be there. But if you want the Pierce, you play tech research for turn. Boom, you get Pierce 4 for turn or battle. So yeah, I might need to add, for battle or something on here, or turn. Boom, there we go. Battle cards are always in flux, aren't they? I know they shouldn't be, but anyway. So that's maximum burn, and I want to do some more maximum cards like this. This is maximum burn. I'm going to have a maximum something for the weapons and a maximum something for the armor. So we'll have superior cards that Wizards did with Wave 2 when they brought out tech research, and some other people have been playing with tech research also. I believe Energon Hustlers has, but don't quote me. Somebody has, and I thought about that myself. This time last year, I just forgot all about it. But yeah, I remember thinking, oh, we need more cards to integrate with tech research. So if you want to have like a tech research sort of deck, et cetera, you know what I'm going with. And you only need 1 or 2 tech research cards. You don't need 3, really, because you can always get them back on the flip. So a nice Pierce 4 whenever you play the tech research with maximum burn. Team building. Oh, and the hybrid. As you flip a hybrid pip, choose one of the 2 colors. As you the card counts for the chosen pip color that you say. So when you're in battle and you flip, if you haven't dealt with hybrid pip colors before, and I haven't really played with one myself, when you play it, you have to go orange, white. If it's the only white one you're seeing that you flipped, call it white and do 2 more. So it's really great for attacking or defending in either way of battle, doing it that way. Team building is another upgrade utility with 2 orange. 1 orange goes, only specialists are going to get the double orange off this. Utility uncommon with +1 to defense. Yes, it's a picture from the very first episode of Transformers ever, where UFO looking Bumblebee kind of tries to get inside Wheeljack as they're fleeing from the Seeker planes on Cybertron. While a specialist upgraded with this is tapped, each character with less stars than the equipped character has stealth while tapped and untapped. So it's not giving this character brave. It might in a sense, but the character with team building on it has to be a specialist, like our one of our 2 Wheeljacks that are like 8 stars and 9 stars. So if you got 3 or 4 wide and you've got a Wheeljack and maybe some other smaller characters, boom, they all have stealth, but they have to be whatever characters with less stars than the specialist this is on. And it's only triggered when the specialist wearing team building is tapped. I've had this picture for quite a while, and I really was wrapping my brain. I really wanted to do something to this effect, and I think I finally figured this out. And I think this is the best way to do it. To do it with specialists, so not everybody's getting the double orange. And it's a simple utility with only 1 to defense. Let's do something fun with it and have the tap trigger to help some of your lower guys out. 0 friction floors. And I had to watch, I've had this picture for a year also, because I was going nuts last year taking images off the shows. And again, you can really see how not only did I try to brighten it up a little bit, but really saturate the colors a little bit, make them deeper and clearer. And so it doesn't look half bad. It's a secret action that is blank. It's an uncommon blank secret action. Yeah, I'm repeating myself a lot nowadays. The Oompa Loompas, they only can sing in English. Anyway, reveal when one of your characters defends against a bot mode. So this is going to be an interesting setup. This is going to be, it's a strong card, but it's very specific. Especially if I don't know, if this would be a really good secret action for early in the game. If it's against a 1 tall, it ain't gonna work. But if you're 3-4 wide and your opponent is 4 or 5 wide, and you know, one of the first turns of the game, you get this in play, and your opponent is mostly all in alt mode. Most of the bot modes, they're going to probably want to flip the bot mode to flip to a stronger attack, to tap you, to go into you. It's going to trigger 0 friction floors, tap an untapped enemy. Again, you're welcome. So, a little strong. That's why it's a blank card. So, I didn't think it needed to be a star per se, because we already have some cards that can tap and untap other characters, just like, again, it's a blank card. It's got Ironhide on it, wave 1. I forgot the name of it. It's on, I can see it. To where you can, as long as you get your characters are less than 10 stars, you can untap them again. So if you got a counter for this, so if you play this, your opponent has, you tap them out, or tapped one of their characters that they wanted to attack with, they can play that old Ironhide card from wave 1, untap it as long as it's less than 10. Boom. I get to go again anyway. But they do have to waste an action card to fix it. So 0 friction floors. I thought that was a neat way to do that. There might be a similar custom card like this. If there is, at least this secret action is a blank pip. And it's a little more specific as to how your opponent's tap happens, because they have to be in bot mode when they attack you. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. Let's look at the Last Metrik. Now, if you remember my metric cards, I now have 13. Ooh, unlucky 13. The Bestial Metric of Growth was, or is, an orange and green pip. The green is only for the melee characters. So only melee characters can get it on the swap after the flip. So in Bestial Metric of Growth, orange and green, 2 to defense, and tough 2. So it's a nice fat little defensive card. Now the Last Metrik is very similar, except it's an orange and black pip card. But ranged characters are only going to get the pierce on the flip. Oh, it's a butterfly. Oh, look, Snow White. No, I'm just kidding. It's an orange and black pip card, another upgrade utility, but it's +1 to defense. It's going to get +2 if you're defending against a melee character. So there's that. So that it's another utility card that is not too dissimilar from the Bestial Metric of something, to go hand in hand, but it's slightly different. So if you want the orange and green, go for the orange and green. If you want the orange and black, go for the orange and black. Especially if you have more ranged characters than you have melee characters. So there's that. Again, trying to go for a little bit of balance with this, especially with some of these. Oh, sorry. I think I just picked my nose. With these metric cards, which all tend to be a little powerful. Which reminds me, was this one of the ones I changed? 100 click Cybertron Metric Defense. Yes, it is. The Crusader Metric is now a 2-star card. White, orange, orange. Titan orange, leader orange. So while those are specific, and if you don't have those traits, it's just a white pip card, but it is stronger than the Ultra Magnus Armor, which is a 2-star card. And I had this as a 1-star card. And I'm thinking, I need to make this 2 stars. So the Crusader Metric is now a weapon armor. Still, everything's the same. Bold 2, Pierce 2, Attack 2, Defense 2. Is now also a 2-star armor. 2-star armor. Lots of 2s. So I just upped its star count and I did that last night when I was going and trying to add a bunch of stuff in it, all this stuff in Excel data wise. It looks a lot not too dissimilar if you ever have Octagon and look in Octagon and look at all the stats where you can go and pick what cards you want for deck building in Octagon. It's not exactly the same, but hey, it's the best way to organize this stuff. So, but with that, I better go. I want to say thank you for watching. As always, try to screenshot these if you want. File them away. I've always been trying to, that's another thing. I've been trying to update these in my Dropbox so y'all can see them or download them from the Dropbox if you want to. The Dropbox it's not full. I still have a couple of gigs left of memory. It's only using about half memory, or half full of its images in there. And the only thing is that when I try to drag and drop them over there in the Dropbox, it doesn't want to do it. It looks like it's loading when it's not loading, and I'm having to do some funky stuff to make sure this stuff gets added in Dropbox. And there's some of Buddy's cards that I've realized not all of his cards are in the Buddy folder. So there's that, and I'm trying to get stuff out on Dropbox. So if you want to use this, you can download it, you can print it yourself, or have it printed somewhere. I've gone way too long. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. We've already done that already. And as always, Autobots, Autobots, transform and let's roll out. Boy, that was weak, wasn't it?